Cartoon Network. We all grew up with it. We all loved it. It produced some of the greatest animation shows of the 1990s, and it still continues today. But what made these shows so special? Today, I'm going to talk about the top 5 Cartoon Network shows and why they were great. Now, before we get into it, this is Every Day to 100K, the channel where we make a new video every single day until we get 100K subscribers. So if you like what you see today, be sure to leave a like on the video and consider subscribing. We'd really appreciate it. Gets more of this content out to you guys, you know, we love doing this just for you. And without further ado, let's get started. Number 5 on our list today is the 2016 remake of Ben 10. Now, Ben 10 was a show that was originally made in the mid-2000s. It was a very serious show, very focused on action, and a lot of people didn't like it. So Cartoon Network went back to the drawing board and decided, how can we make this show appeal to, you know, the most people and get a wider audience in? And that's when they came up with the Ben 10 2016 remake. Now, what this remake does is it takes the original show, it removes all the action, all the serious story, basically anything that that would have made it, you know, continuous. Took all that out. You know, if someone wants to watch Ben 10, they can watch one episode and they don't have to watch the next 30 to understand what's going on. You know, they can pick one up, put it down, pick one up, put it down. Great remake. Good thing what Cartoon Network did. I can't wait to see the new episodes coming out. Number 4 is going to be the Thundercats remake. Not the anime one made by Studio 4C. That one got canceled right away, justly so. I'm talking about Thundercats Roar. Now, Thundercats Roar was a remake of Thundercats with a more comedy twist to it. It was made by the guy that did OK-Ko. Another great show, by the way, not a reboot, but if you want to check that out, please do. Now, Thundercats Roar, what it did was it sort of, you know, took away all the action and the story and anything to do with continuity. And so you don't have to watch, you know, if you can pick up an episode and you don't have to watch 30 more to understand what's going on, right? If you want to start at the beginning and then pick it up at the end, you won't miss anything. And that's because it's a very comedy-focused show. Cartoon Network did a really good job of taking a very niche franchise like Thundercats and saying, how can we make this appeal to the broadest audience? And that's what's brought us Thundercats Roar, and I think they did a really good job, so you should check it out. Number 3 on our list, we have Be Cool Scooby-Doo. Now, what is cool about this show is that, you know, right before it came Mysteries Incorporated, and that was when Cartoon Network tried to, you know, put a story and some continuity into the Scooby-Doo universe, and they realized it didn't appeal to a lot of people. So they went back to the drawing board and they said, how can we make this appeal to the widest audience possible? And so, you know, they took out all the action, the story, the continuity, and it's really a comedy-based show. If you know, watch one episode and you want to pick up kind of 30 episodes later, that's fine too. There's not a lot of continuity there. So they did, it's a really, you know, fun comedy show, and probably one of the better shows that Cartoon Network will be remembered for when they ultimately go out of business within the next 100 years. Number 2, a lot of you might not remember, but it's an oldie but a goodie. Number 2 comes in with CN Real block. Now I'm going to put the whole block as number 2, so it's a lot of different shows: Destroy, Build, Destroy, Dude, What Would Happen, the other ones. But this was a really bold move by Cartoon Network. You know, they looked at their cartoons and they said, you know, this isn't enough, this is too niche of a market, and they said, how can we appeal to sort of the widest audience that we can? And they came up with CN Real. That way you were, you know, seeing real people, and you know, you didn't have to watch like some kind of boring animation or something like that. You could see people actually doing something, which I thought was really, really awesome. Really ahead of its time. Not a lot of people got to see it. It was only on for a little bit, because they decided that it was so good that they just had to move it to a different channel. So it exists in Cartoon Network in other countries still, but not in America anymore. Finally, number 1, I think we all know what number 1 is going to be, and you guessed it, but let's have a drum roll. Teen Titans Go. Now, Teen Titans Go is probably the best cartoon that Cartoon Network has ever made. If you haven't watched the original Teen Titans, don't, because it is nothing compared to Teen Titans Go. So Teen Titans, the original show, was very serious, had a lot of action and story, and if you watched one episode and skipped ahead 30 episodes, you'd have no idea what's going on. Now, what Cartoon Network did is they decided that they wanted the Teen Titans franchise, you know, to appeal to a wider audience. They said, what can we do to make this appeal to the widest audience possible? So they took out the story, they took out the action, and they made it sort of comedy focused. So if you want to pick up and put down, you know, an episode or two here and there, you can do that. You don't have to watch every single episode like you do with some other shows like the original Teen Titans. So if you have a chance to watch Teen Titans Go, highly recommend it. It's probably the best animated cartoon of all time, not just on Cartoon Network, but of all time, and that goes for any country and any decade. So sorry, Friz Freeling. Sorry, can't remember his name. Tex Avery. Sorry, cartoon greats of yesteryear. Move over. Teen Titans Go is in town, and it's you know, doing a better job than any of those cartoons ever did. Alright, so if you liked today's video, thank you, one, for watching all the way to the end. Be sure to hit subscribe below. I've got a Twitter account right here. We're on TikTok, we're on something else, Instagram or something, Facebook. I don't know. I don't even control all of them. Or do I? I don't remember. Anyway, if you liked today's video, consider subscribing. We're going to make a video every single day till we hit 100K subscribers. That's our video for today. We'll check you out tomorrow. See ya.